Have you ever woken up, looked in the mirror, and thought, where did the energy go? Maybe it's not just about feeling tired. Maybe it's your knees aching a little more, your mind feeling just a bit slower, or the sense that life is speeding up while you're trying to slow down. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. But here's something most people don't realize. Getting older doesn't mean you have to feel old. In fact, many seniors today are proving that you can feel stronger, think sharper, and live with more joy, even well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. The key? It's not magic. It's not expensive supplements or hours in the gym. It comes down to a few small choices you make every single day. Habits that, when done consistently, can add real quality and years to your life. And yes, that's not just talk. These are science-backed strategies, proven by research from leading health institutions like Harvard, the Mayo Clinic, and others who have spent years studying healthy aging. So today, we're diving into 5 simple but powerful daily habits that can help you feel more alive, more capable, and more in control of your health than ever before. You don't need to overhaul your life or become someone you're not. All it takes is a few tweaks to your routine, and you might just be surprised by how much better you feel. Let's start with something that might sound too easy to matter, but trust me, it's the foundation of everything else. The habit of moving your body every single day. Now, I'm not talking about signing up for a triathlon or doing fancy yoga poses. I'm talking about something as simple as a 15-minute walk around the block, light stretching in your living room, or even dancing a little while you do the dishes. Just getting your body in motion. Why is this so important? Well, research shows that daily movement after age 65 doesn't just keep your muscles working. It also improves circulation, boosts your mood, protects your heart, and even helps your brain function better. One study from a National Institute on Aging found that just 20 minutes of moderate movement a day can cut your risk of early death by more than 30%. That's huge, and it doesn't have to be intense. The secret is consistency. I spoke with a woman named Helen recently. She's 72, lives alone, and used to suffer from constant joint stiffness. She started doing 5 minutes of chair stretches every morning and walking her small dog twice a day. That's it. Now, she says her legs feel stronger, she sleeps better, and she even feels more hopeful when she wakes up. Because when you move your body, it sends a message to your brain. I'm still living and I'm still strong. So, if you're watching this right now, I want to gently challenge you. Can you find one way to move today? Just one. Maybe during a commercial break or while the kettle's boiling. That one choice can start a chain reaction. Now, let's talk about the second daily habit. And this one might surprise you. It's not about food or fitness or vitamins. It's about connection. Yes, human connection. Talking to someone you care about or even smiling at a stranger can actually add years to your life. Loneliness is more than just a sad feeling. According to studies from Harvard and the World Health Organization, chronic loneliness can raise your risk of heart disease, memory decline, and even premature death. It's as damaging to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. But here's the good news. Just one meaningful interaction a day can begin to reverse that risk. It doesn't have to be a long phone call or a deep conversation. Although those are wonderful, it could be a quick text to your niece, a 5-minute chat with a neighbor, or joining a local group at the library. Even making eye contact and saying hello at the grocery store makes a difference. Because every time you connect with someone, you activate parts of your brain that promote happiness, calm your nervous system, and remind you that you're not invisible, you matter. There's a man I know named Joe. He's 78, a widower, and used to spend entire weeks without seeing anyone but the delivery guy. One day, he started going to the community center's puzzle club just once a week. That small habit turned into friendships, outings, and a sense of purpose. He told me, I didn't know how much I needed people until I found them again. So if it's been a while since you reached out, don't let pride or fear get in the way. Whether it's family, friends, or even someone new, your daily dose of connection could be the most powerful medicine you take this year. And now that we've looked at movement and connection, let's turn to a habit that's as comforting as a warm cup of tea, and just as healing. It's the habit of intentional stillness. Not scrolling on your phone, not zoning out in front of the TV, but real, present, mindful stillness. We live in a noisy world. Even in retirement, there's background noise, worries about health or family, to-do lists that never seem to end. But research shows that taking just 5 to 10 minutes each day to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and center your thoughts can reduce blood pressure, lower stress hormones, and even support immune function. You don't need fancy music or incense. You can sit by a window and watch the leaves. You can close your eyes and breathe slowly, counting each breath. You can pray, meditate, or simply sit with your own thoughts. Whatever feels natural to you. Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn, a Nobel Prize-winning scientist, studied the effects of stress on aging and found that regular moments of calm actually protect the DNA in your cells, helping you stay healthier longer. In other words, quiet time isn't just relaxing, it's literally rewiring your body for long-term health. Think about that. By simply sitting quietly, without judgment or distraction, you're helping your heart, your brain, and your very cells age more gracefully. Now that we've explored the power of movement, connection, and stillness, let's keep going. Because the small things you do every day matter more than any one big change you make once in a while. And if you're already thinking, but I've got aches, I've got limitations, you're not alone. But I promise you, the next habits are gentle, doable, and designed with you in mind. Let's talk about something we all do every day. Some of us several times a day, and that's eating. But not just what we eat. I want to talk about how to turn meals into one of your greatest tools for longevity. Because after 65, your body processes food differently. Your digestion slows, your metabolism shifts, and your body needs different fuel to stay strong and sharp. That brings us to the fourth daily habit. Nourishing your body with foods that truly serve you, not just fill you up. You don't need a strict diet or trendy superfoods. You need real, whole foods that your body recognizes, can absorb easily, and uses to repair and protect your cells. What does that look like in real life? Let me paint a picture. Instead of skipping breakfast or grabbing sugary cereal, try starting your day with something as simple as a bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh berries and a few walnuts. The fiber supports digestion, the antioxidants protect your brain, and the healthy fats keep your heart strong. For lunch, maybe a hearty vegetable soup with beans or lentils, gentle on the stomach, full of nutrients, and easy to prepare in batches. And for dinner, think about a piece of grilled fish or chicken, some steamed greens, maybe a sweet potato on the side. Simple, comforting, and packed with the kind of goodness your body craves more as you age. And let's not forget water. Dehydration is one of the most common and most overlooked problems in seniors. It can cause fatigue, dizziness, even confusion. Just sipping water throughout the day, even herbal tea or adding lemon for flavor, can keep your organs working well and help prevent a trip to the hospital. Here's the thing. When you treat your meals as fuel for longevity, you give your body the best chance to fight off illness, repair itself, and keep you energized. And it's not about perfection. It's about choosing better more often and being gentle with yourself when you have an off day. I once met a gentleman named Richard at a senior wellness fair. He was 74 and had just learned he was borderline diabetic. He didn't want to give up everything he loved, but he knew change was needed. So he started small, adding a salad to his dinners, switching soda for sparkling water, and eating fruit instead of cookies at night. Within 3 months, not only had his blood sugar improve, but he told me he felt clearer in the head and lighter on his feet. That's the power of food, and it's never too late. Now, before we move on, I want to ask you something personal. When was the last time you felt truly grateful? I don't mean in passing. I mean really sat with a moment and said, "This is good. This is enough. I'm lucky to be here." That brings us to our next habit, and it may just be the most powerful of all. The fifth habit is practicing daily gratitude, not as a feel-good trend, but as a real grounding ritual. Because when you take even 1 minute a day to reflect on what's right in your life, your health, a kind neighbor, a warm cup of coffee, you shift your mind and body into a state of healing. You may be thinking, what does gratitude have to do with living longer? More than you might imagine. Studies from the University of California and other top institutions show that people who actively practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress, reduced inflammation, better sleep, and even stronger immune function. Your heart rate slows, your breathing deepens, your blood pressure drops. All because you're choosing to focus on what's working, not just what's wrong. And no, this doesn't mean ignoring the hard stuff. It means giving yourself the gift of balance. Life isn't perfect, but every day holds something worth appreciating. A sunny morning, a kind word, a favorite song playing on the radio. These are the moments that connect us to joy, and joy is powerful medicine. If you like a simple way to start, I suggest keeping a small notepad by your bed. Before you go to sleep, write down one thing you were grateful for that day. Just one. Maybe it was your morning coffee. Maybe it was the fact that your knees didn't hurt today. Or maybe it was that call from your daughter you didn't expect. Whatever it is, let end your day on a peaceful note. There's a woman named Miriam I met last year, 81 years old, widowed, and living alone. She told me she used to cry herself to sleep from loneliness. Then someone gave her a journal and said, write down one blessing every night. At first, she didn't believe it would help, but she tried. And 3 months later, she said her nights felt calmer, her days brighter. It didn't change my life, she said. It changed how I see it. That, my friend, is the power of gratitude. It reminds you that your life still holds beauty, even in its quietest moments. It's a habit that costs nothing but offers everything: peace, presence, and hope. So now, let's take a step back and really breathe that in. Think about it. With just a few gentle changes to how you move, eat, connect, reflect, and care for yourself, you're not only adding years to your life, but life to your years. And you didn't need to buy a thing. You didn't need to turn your whole routine upside down. You just needed to choose yourself, one day at a time. These habits aren't about chasing youth. They're about embracing strength, clarity, and peace in the chapter you're in right now. And I know that might sound a bit sentimental, but that's because this is your life we're talking about, and it's still yours to shape. Aging doesn't take your power away. It just invites you to use it differently. And if you're sitting there thinking, but I've already let too much time pass, please hear this. It's never too late to begin. The body responds to love at every age. The mind grows at every age. The heart opens at every age. There's no expiration date on healing, on energy, or on joy. Let's go back for a moment to those 5 daily habits. Not as a checklist, but as a rhythm for your day. You wake up and start your morning with movement. Not because someone told you to, but because your body wants to be used. Maybe it's a gentle stretch while the sun comes through the window. Maybe it's a few steps around the house to wake up your joints. You feel a little more alive already. Later in the day, you reach out to someone. Maybe it's a friend you haven't heard from in a while. Maybe it's your neighbor you wave to across the fence. That simple human moment gives your spirit a lift. And you know you've reminded someone else that they matter too. As you sit down for your meal, you choose foods that feed your strength. Not because you're trying to diet, but because you deserve to feel nourished. You enjoy the colors, the flavors, the warmth. You might even smile to yourself, knowing that what you're eating is helping you stay strong and balanced. Then at some point, maybe after lunch or just before bed, you give yourself the gift of stillness. No news, no noise. Just a few quiet minutes with your breath, your thoughts, and your presence. The world feels a little less chaotic. You feel more grounded. And finally, before you rest your head for the night, you whisper a thank you. Maybe you write it down. Maybe you just hold it in your heart. But you remember something about the day that brought you peace or pleasure or comfort, and suddenly your day feels whole. These aren't habits for the perfect person. They're for you, as you are with the life you have right now. And the best part? You don't have to do them all at once. Start with one. Let it become part of your rhythm. Then add another. Let this be a season of gentle transformation, not pressure. You're not trying to prove anything. You're nurturing the gift of your own life. I've seen this work in real people, with real struggles. People who thought their best days were behind them, only to realize that life had more in store. That feeling of waking up with purpose, sleeping with peace, and moving through the day with a quiet confidence. It's priceless, and it's possible. Because the truth is, you are not invisible. You are not finished. You are not a burden. You are still growing, still becoming, still worthy of care, health, and joy. So, my friend, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits do you already do? Which one are you thinking of starting tomorrow? Let's share with each other in the comments your wisdom, your experience, your voice. You might inspire someone else just by being honest. And if this video lifted your spirits, helped you feel seen, or gave you a gentle push in the right direction, I'd be so grateful if you click that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. We have so many more conversations like this to come. Health tips, uplifting stories, ways to make the stage of life your most fulfilling one yet. Because here's the truth. The world needs your presence, your perspective, your strength. Not a younger version of you. Not a better version of you. Just you, well, whole and full of life. Here's to waking up tomorrow with intention, to adding joy to the ordinary, and to living every day like it matters. Because it does. And so, do you? Until next time, take care of your heart, your body, and that beautiful spirit of yours. Here's to living your best life at any age.